CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State CHAMPS also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Hey everybody, and welcome to State CHAMPS. We are presented by Lawrence Technological University. This is Indiana's high school sports show. I'm Lauren Plant.
And I'm Jenna Skalski, and we know the basketball state championships are now in the books. What we're bringing you today is how the teams got there. We could not overlook the semi-state championships, and there were some huge upsets.
We will have a full tilt state championship show that will debut online and on our social media this week. Long form highlights, interviews, special analysis from our hang time guys, everything that happened at Bankers Life and then some. Subscribe, like, and follow State CHAMPS Indiana on social media, and you will be notified the moment it premieres.
Right now, it's showtime.
Here we go with the Class 3A showdown between Indianapolis Crispus Athletics and the Silver Creek Dragons. Silver Creek 23-3 under head coach Brandon Hoffman, looking to punch their ticket to Bankers Life, but in their way, Crispus Athletics Tigers would square up. In the first one-point game, Dragons around the perimeter over to Cooper Jacoby for the corner pocket three. Dragons take the lead. Through the paint, Sincere McMahon gets the bucket to go. Crispus Athletics down 15-13. And getting it done from the outside was Jason Hall with the triple. Athletics with a quad lead of 22-18 with 7 left in the first half. First attempt doesn't go. Dragons board with a second chance. Ty Kessinger with the put-up gets the shot to drop as Silver Creek holds a 7-point lead in the second, 30-23. But making their way through the fight, Joshua Landers pulls up with the J. Count it, and the Dragons would lead 46-41. From way outside, trying to make a comeback is Sincere McMahon with the three-pointer to tie the game at 59 all. The Dragons would finish with a few free ones closing it out. Ty Kessinger knocks down the necessary, up by 6 now, 72-66. Crispus Athletics with the late attempt, bucket goes, but not enough for the Tigers as Silver Creek defeats Crispus Athletics 72-69 the final.
To Washington High we go. Don Carlisle and the Ben Davis Giants took on Zach Hahn's Center Grove Trojans in the semi-states of the Class 4A state tournament on March 16th with a spot in the state championship up for grabs. Midway through the first, Ben Davis in the early lead 4-2, and Jalen Winham lobs a nice pass to the big man DeJuan Jones, and he gets it to go. On to the second now. Center Grove pushes the ball in transition to find the Mr. Basketball hopeful, Tracy Jackson Davis, in the corner, who makes it look easy with a nice 360 spin move to lay it in. Game tied up for the Trojans. Jump to the third quarter. Ben Davis built a 12-point lead, but Center Grove would not go down without a fight. Ben Davis playing tough in-your-face defense, but Center Grove's passing is able to find Ben Nicholson in the corner for a wide-open three-pointer to cut the lead down to 8. Center Grove back on their end, trying to make this a one-possession game late in the third quarter. Jackson Davis being double-teamed, but posts up and is able to bank the layup. 37-35, Ben Davis lead down to 2. The lead down to 2. Looking to tie, but Center Grove coughed up the ball and would foul on the other end. The Giants in possession. Tyrese Nibbs nails the three-pointer in the corner to give the Giants the 5-point lead. Crunch time in the fourth with just a minute left, and Ben Davis built the lead back to 9. Justin DeGraff nails the three-pointer in the corner, but Ben Davis continued to respond, and Kai Steenman hits both of his free throws with 9 seconds left to ice the game with 9 seconds left. Ben Davis, the victor, 67-61, moving on to Bankers Life for the 4A championship.
I'm Sean Ballegian. To Northern Indiana we go for the Class 3A semi-state matchup at Elkhart Central. Highlights courtesy of Summit City Sports. The Marion Giants squaring up against the Eagles of Culver Academies. Marion coming off a big win against a previously unbeaten team in Delta, and Culver cruising through the regionals, building this matchup up to be a good one. Right off the bat, Marion's Jalen Blackman knocks the ball away, and down the court we go. Jakelin Thomas with the roll and finish. Thomas had a team-high 17 points in this one that included a triple threat of triples. Culver looking for their first points on the night, and they would get him here. Johnny Cohen attacking the net finds an opening to Deontay Craig, and the junior gets the tough shot to drop. He had a team-high 21 points, game tied at 2. Clock ticking down now at the end of the first. Galloway dissects the offense, getting the steal, and he would deliver the ball to the basket. Culver with the 2-point advantage at the end of the quarter. Now on to the second. Culver up a couple scores. Johnny Cohen had 5 assists, including this one to Jordan Freeman. The senior gets the tough shot to drop. No foul, but the Eagles take the 7-point lead. Marion, however, not backing down. Jakelin Thomas with the dribble along the baseline. He throws it up, finishes the deuce. Giants keeping it close. Now, we've talked about the Blackman family here on the show before. What makes them great? And here, Jalen Blackman will draw the defenders in. The look and catch by Karan Howard Clement. Marion pulls within 1. Almost a minute to go in the half. The awareness by Jakelin Thomas. The steal, drives to the basket, gets the easy layup. However, Culver still leads by 1 at the break. The Eagles came out of the locker room with a game plan. Trey Galloway from way downtown. Count the tray. Galloway had 15 points and 6 boards. Culver up by 4. Now, game tied at 21-all. Culver sticking with the game plan. Ethan Britton Watts with the 3. Count it. Watts scored 12 points on the night. Eagles up 24-21. But Marion still battling now. Rasheed Jones with the baseline shot. The freshman keeping it close. Game tied at 25 apiece. The war on the court still going on. Jalen Blackman, he makes it look easy, however, on the Euro move. Left hand and in. Game still tied at 27 apiece. But the Eagles too hot to handle. In the fourth, Deontay Craig with the bill. Swarmed by the Giants D. He gets it to go with the lefty shot. Culver Academies defeat Marion. Culver advances to Banker's Life for the chance to take the ship.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. For 85 years, LTU has continued to prosper and accelerate its growth by forging partnerships with firms, organizations, and industries that hire Lawrence Tech alumni. LTU offers several opportunities for students to find jobs and careers they are passionate about.
Lawrence Tech really stuck with me because it offered the class sizes that I was most comfortable with, as well as the programs that I was most interested in. Lawrence Tech offers about a million different ways to help students get internships. They offer a ton of different career fair opportunities throughout the year. Handshake is a job posting tool just like any other, but it's really specialized for students at Lawrence Tech. Lawrence Tech's always used the Handshake tool, and it's something they help set you up with really early in your leadership classes.
The Office of Career Services offers a range of resources to help you throughout your career journey. If you're interested in learning more about Lawrence Technological University, head over to ltu.edu today.
Hey guys, it's officially spring, which means that spring sports coverage is right around the corner. After we wrap up the boys hoop season, it's all about track, girls tennis, softball, boys golf, and baseball. We won't break for summer until every state champion is crowned. We love hearing from you guys on what are some big games we should be covering. Or maybe you know of a great story idea we should tell here on State Champs. Message State Champs Indiana on Facebook or Instagram, or you can simply send us an email. The address is contact us at statechampsnetwork.com. We'll be right back.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome to Washington High School for a showdown in boys hoops. Bar Reeve Vikings versus Bloomfield Cardinals. Vikings just behind the top spot in Class A, second only to Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian. One dance before the finals, let's get right to it. To start us off, Bar Reeve Vikings down a double, but about to change that. Austin Ainscoe with the big triple for the Vikes, and they were up by a digit. And the Vikings continuing to hustle. Another one from downtown, this time from Isaac Wagler, 15-7 towards the end of the first. Now in the third, Bloomfield trying to cut the Vikings lead. Alex Markovic with the pull-up, double digits, Bar Reeve leads. Still in the third, Cardinals with the rock. Another one, this time from Andrew Shelton for the pop triple. On the opposite end, Gabe Gladish with the strike from distance. He keeps the Vikings sailing. Bloomfield would answer with a three of their own. Turner Royal with the three ball, and the Vikes would up the lead 45-29. Bar Reeve would not let up, however. Hagen Knepp with the oop to Keegan O'Neill as the Vikings of Bar Reeve defeat Bloomfield 65-39 the final. Vikings taking home the semi-state championship.
We're going back to Elkhart Central for the Class A semi-state matchup as Lafayette Central Catholic took on Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian. We picked things up in the early stages of the opening stanza. Following the offensive board for Blackhawk Christian, Michael Culber with the nice feed to Abe Hicks, easy bucket. More from the Braves in the first. This is the sophomore, Zane Burke, knocking down the triple. Blackhawk Christian starts the game on a 7-0 run, and they would maintain their hot start. Gets the pill, gets the nice drive for the bucket, and the Braves out to a 19-4 lead. Lafayette Central would cut into that deficit in the late stages of the opening quarter as the southpaw Carson Barrett drains the triple, but they still find themselves trailing 46-21 going into the halftime. The Knights doing their best to cut into that deficit to start the second half. David Schwartz, that's a nice right-hander finish for the lay-in, but Blackhawk Christian, they were dialed in on this night. They move the ball nicely, and it's Burke knocking down another triple from the corner. Jump ahead to the fourth quarter now, it would be Burke once again from the top of the arch, draining another three, and they would put the exclamation point on this one as the 6'7" senior Frankie Davidson with the two-handed slam. Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian advances to the Class A state final, 74-51 your final.
Hey guys, have you had a chance to check out our collection of state championship shows online? Just on Facebook alone, we have had over 120,000 views of our girls gymnastics, girls basketball, boys swimming, and wrestling state finals show. You should check it out too. You can find all of those shows on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, or our State Champs Indiana Facebook page and YouTube channel. When we come back, not one, but two semi-state championship upsets for you. Those highlights when State Champs return.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4, Tiger on the prowl.
Flavor fanatics will do anything for our one-of-a-kind flavored crust pizza with meal deals for every budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
All right, welcome back into the Rundown. I'm Scott Bernstein. I'm here every week here at State Champs talking about high school hoops in the state of Indiana. This week we're going to talk about Silver Creek, the Sellersburg Sizzlers. These Dragons are breathing fire, repping the dirty south of the state of Indiana with a filthy run through the state tournament. The Dragons making their first appearance in the state finals in school history. An intriguing, enticing mix of vets, young pups, an offensive mindset, a defensive mentality, grit, chemistry, and balance. All right, let's roll call it. Let's start with the underclassmen. You got a couple of diaper dandies in Cooper Jacoby and Trey Kaufman. These two are just dripping with finesse out of the front court. Jacoby is a juggernaut, jack of all trades, and then you got Trey Kaufman, a blossoming blue chipper, long, lean, mean, explosive with a feathery touch, one of the best big guys in the class of 2021. Now let's move over to the seniors, a three-headed monster on the perimeter. These kids are in a permanent state of sicko mode this entire season. Ty Kessinger, Zane Gross, and Jack Hawkins. Kessinger, the point guard, the quarterback, the facilitator. He can fill a stat sheet in a variety of ways. Then you got Zane Gross, an under-the-radar gunner, a diamond in the rough, silent assassin of an offensive lethal weapon. He's headed to Rose Hallman. And then Jack Hawkins, the glue guy. He can shoot it from deep. He can go mid-range. He can finish at the hoop, and he's a lockdown defender. Does all the little things that make his teammate shine.
Back to Seymour High as the Linton Stockton Miners would take on the Shenandoah Raiders in the Class 2A semi-states. The Miners sitting at 26-3, while the Raiders brought into the game a 26-1 record, including a 20-game winning streak to boot. Early in the first, LS quickly takes it to Shenandoah with Sammy Robbins, hits the big three. The Raiders up early 8-2. Both teams kept trading threes, including a 3 straight triples from 3 different LS Raiders, this time by Lincoln Hale, the sophomore. Through the first quarter, the Miners held a 25-17 advantage on the back of the 5 threes. A little more than 3 minutes left remaining in the half. Junior Peyton Starks finds Jacob Kinsey in the corner, who buries the 3. That cuts the Raiders' deficit to just 4 points, 33-29. But Linton Stockton built the lead back up to 40-29 into the half, and kept the tough defense up, not allowing a basket through more than 6 minutes into the second half, which led to another three-pointer by Hale. He's the Miners' leading scorer at 18.4 a game. That put the Miners up 49-31. Shenandoah not going away, however, as Andrew Bennett drives and kicks to Kaden McCullough in the corner, who answers with the 3, 46-34. Late in the fourth now, Linton Stockton all but locked up the state championship berth, draws a foul, which leads to a timeout called by head coach Joey Hart to give his team a chance to enjoy the moment, as Linton Stockton Miners are back in the finals for the first time since 2013, beating Shenandoah 73-56, your final.
LP back for a Class 2A semi-state championship between the Andrean 59ers and the Frankton Eagles. Frankton historically 2 for 2 in semi-state championship games. Andrean moving past Westview in the regionals for a chance at the finale. One more huge step before the big dance awaits. The crowds are ready, so let's jump. Andrean looking to make their first finals trip since 2000. John Carruthers finds the space and the backboard box. Team high 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block for good measure in this one. Andrean hitting the O-glass early to Eric Goods with an earned second effort. Rewards, but Frankton led 13-11. And the 59ers continued to counter. First, the takeaway in transition. Down the plane, Deshaun Burnett to Nicholas Flesher for the hoop and the harm, 17-all. Eagles came in riding a 19-game winning streak, flying back in the second half, neck and neck down the stretch. Just watch Caden Key do his thing in the key. This tied again to overtime. We go. End of the first OT. Frankton with the rock from out of bounds. John Hatzel with the give and go has it back. Big triple. We would now need a second overtime to decide this one. But Andrean's Nicky Flesher scored 10 of his 16 in the fourth quarter and the overtime periods. We call this the clutch G. 2-point lead for the 59ers. In the end, 10 ties, 8 lead changes, 2 overtimes. The 59ers outscored Frankton 15-6 over the final 4 minutes, sealing the deal, Kyle Ross. Andrean wins 73-64, third semi-state championship in school history.
As we said at the top of the show, we have a complete boys basketball state final show coming at you next week. Sure, you could wait until next Sunday to watch it on TV, but if you subscribe to State Champs Indiana's YouTube channel, or you like our Facebook page, or you follow State Champs Indiana on Twitter, you will be notified when the show goes live. It's going to be a great show with tons of highlights and interviews and special analysis from the Hang Time Indiana guys Greg Straw and Drake Wally. Get connected with us and we'll keep on delivering more of what you want. The main event is next, Carmel versus Penn, 4A semi-states. Stay tuned.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, without,
Customers.
we're driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Back again.
You know me.
Pepperoni Asiago. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name?
Pepperoni Asiago.
I just want to eat him up.
Flavor fanatics love us because we invented flavored crust pizza with 100% real mozzarella cheese and fresh dough made daily. Now get meal deals for any budget. Hungry?
Howie's! I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my third year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back to State Champs, and in Class 4A, we have watched Carmel climb to the top of the mountain and stay there. State runners-up a year ago, they were on the cusp of a second straight final, but Penn came in averaging 72 points a game. The Kingsmen hadn't faced a defense like this. To Lafayette Jefferson we go for this week's main event. Main event time again on the program. Class 4A, Penn versus Carmel. The Kingsmen versus the Greyhounds in this anticipated matchup to see who advances to the state championship. 15th ranked Penn, 25-5 on the season. Number 1 Carmel playing as sweet as their city's name. Just a single loss, 24-1. Let's get to it. Greyhounds in control early, shot 13 of 25 in the first few quarters. Pass down low to the Butler-bound John Michael Malloy, strong take. Carmel in control because of great defense, but efficient on offense as well. With the rock at the top of the key, Karsten Windland had 14. Bottom, baby. Greyhounds up 13-3 at the end of the first. Then, a 14-0 run by Carmel didn't help the Kingsmen's cause at all. A few successful ins at the charity stripe. Keegan Hoskins here, but Carmel up 18-5. Midway through the third now, off the dribble drive, Pete Suter between the trees. He had 15. Future's bright, he's just a freshman. Greyhounds lead grew to 22. Quick dribble, but no. The step up and shoot. Drew Lutz with a bucket, trying to climb back in it, still trailing 46-23 in the fourth. Lutz definitely still competing. He led Penn with 17. The Bethel College recruit, the baseline beauty, finished his career with 1,079 points. Then, getting into a rhythm late, Hoskins pulling it down and putting it back. 57-34 Carmel, 3 minutes to go. But the icing on this state finals bound congratulatory Greyhounds cake, Cole Brady, the jam filling. Carmel defeats Penn 71-42, 7th semi-state title in school history.
You know, we practiced here Thursday, and last week I shot it very well, and I just thought, you know, coming in I was going to shoot very well, and we were going to be aggressive, and I just had a couple open looks. We knew Lutz and Applegate were going to get their shots, and they're two really good players, but our main focus was just rebounding, not turning it over, and just rebounding really, because we knew half of their points were going to come off offensive rebounds.
We've just been playing hard, getting better each and every day in practice and coming together as a team. We just playing in all cylinders right now, and Penn's a great team, but locked in defensively, and Drew Lutz and Noah Applegate, they're great players, and we just did our best to contain them. And then offensively, we just played unselfishly and got who needed the ball, and we played great today, and hopefully we'll have another good one next week. Every quarter is a new quarter and a new game. It's 0-0 no matter what. Like you said, we played 4 minutes. Each 4-minute segment, we try to win that segment, and that's what we did, and we ended with the semi-state championship. Our coaching staff gets us prepared at all times, each and every game, and we're going to do the same thing next week and get ready for either Ben Davis or Center Grove, and we'll be ready.
That's all the time we have for this week. Connect with us on social media and let us know what you want to see on the show.
State championship basketball from Bankers Life next week, and if the weather cooperates, baseball gets going. So you just might see some of that action next week too. Join us once again, and happy spring. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.